Today's an exciting day. We are having our prep in the garden for the autumn season, and it's my son's first gardening day. He already loves being outside, which just makes me so happy because we love being outside. So we're gonna make a lot of memories back here in this space. So essentially the plan is to clear out a lot of the growth that's happened this summer, and we were at the hospital for quite some time. So unfortunately, we had some things not make it, didn't get enough watering and stuff, especially with this Florida summer heat. So we need to pull out all of the zinnias and prep those beds for our sunflowers. I love to plant sunflowers in the autumn season. They're just so gorgeous. The bees love them, and they add just a really nice autumnal flair to the backyard space, and I have quite a few different varieties. I also want to plant some straw flower, and then in the garden beds in the back, we're going to keep it low maintenance. We're going to have our sweet potatoes, maybe a couple other things, but overall we're going for a more low maintenance gardening season, and just really excited to see the sunflowers bloom. That's what I'm mostly looking forward to, but it's going to be really sweet to see everything grow, including my son growing along the flowers. But I also, since I'm in my postpartum princess phase, we have recruited my dad. He came to town, and he's going to help us clear out and just trim a lot of things and pull out all the flowers, and that's just so helpful. We're so thankful because I'm kind of out of commission right now, but really thankful for the extra help. And then we're also going to take a field trip later to the garden center to pick out a few other things. So looking forward to a beautiful day out in the garden. Here's the current state of the garden. Let's see if my lens will fog up quickly because of all the humidity, but our zinnia beds definitely have seen better days. They're completely lopsided. Well, not completely, but essentially. I added some support a couple months ago, but clearly didn't really do the trick with all the weight of them. We have so many of the yellow zinnias because I feel like I gathered those the most, so they would just continue to grow back, which before we start pulling everything out, we've got to just take our make a final little bouquet. The grass underneath the flowers is so long because we haven't been able to mow underneath it, so that'll be nice to get the grass nice and tidy. And we have this side, we have lots of milkweed too, which I just want to start fresh on, and the monarchs should be going to Mexico, migrating to Mexico right now anyways, so that'll be good. But we have all over here, and then this sunflower is just so sad. It lasted so long though, probably 4 or 5 months, so I'm excited to plant a bunch more sunflowers, and it'll be a whole sunflower oasis over here. Look at how much this one has grown, just completely sideways. Very amazing how durable isn't the right word I'm looking for, but how they just lasted so long despite the storms, the summer heat, and the lack of us being home and watering them. It's pretty incredible. And then over here is our elderberry. We planted this elderberry last summer, and it was about 2 feet tall, and look at it now. It is so massive. We were not expecting it to grow quite this substantially. It's pretty insane. So we're gonna prune it back. The trunks of the elderberry are so thick. It's like as thick as my wrist now. So it's really crazy. This is just a testament that when you plant native things, they're gonna thrive, and elderberry just really grows well in our area. So we're gonna prune it back because we still love the elderberry plant and love to be able to harvest the berries, but it is truly taking over. You can't even see the palm trees. So we have that, and then we have our plumeria over here, which is quite happy. So many beautiful blooms. I just love how tropical this plant is, and it's growing quite happily, so love to see that. And then we have our lemon tree back here. It's getting hidden by, I always forget the name of this. I think this is Latanya. But we do have some lemons that we need to keep an eye on. There's one in the corner here. I am a little trepidatious because I'm barefoot right now, and we do have a garden snake, so I'm not getting too close because I know he likes to hang out back there. But we have that, and then our star jasmine trellis, our crisscross trellis, needs some pruning as well, and just training. So we have that on the agenda. It is climbing into our garage, which thankfully it's not super invasive or anything, but it's good to tame so that it doesn't get out of control. And we have our cute little crisscross design being able to thrive. Our bougainvillea is also growing well. It just needs to be cut back a bit, but this is another one that truly just thrives in our area and in our gardening zone. So love all the tropical plants. And then with our garden beds, these have definitely been neglected. This is our flower bed. It's quite dry. I haven't been watering it every day, so I need to step up the watering game. But yeah, it's pretty just sad and dry. I don't think we'll do much with it today though. We'll just kind of keep it as is. And a lot of these plants that we have in this bed, they will come back. They are strong and they will come back one day. They just need a little bit more TLC. And then we have our chamomile still, which hasn't bloomed, but it still smells amazing when you put it on your hand. It smells delicious. And we have our peppers. We have different pepper mixes. I believe these are the Mexi bell peppers. So they're still growing. This is our habanero plant, which we did have a habanero, but I missed when it was ready to be harvested. So hopefully we'll get another one. We could do some weeding. That's a weed right there. But then we also have our, oh, what is this one called? This one's a crazy spicy pepper plant that I actually got at Trader Joe's. I believe that one's called macho pepper. So we do have one of those. I still have a dream to make homemade hot sauce one day, so we'll make that happen eventually. And then over here, we had some snapdragons, which I'll probably pull out now because they've seen better days. And then this, I believe, is our tomato plant growing back, which is very excited. It is! So our tomato plant, it sort of fell out for a couple months and just died off, but it just reseeded itself, and now we're growing a ton of Everglades tomatoes again, which makes me so happy. Okay, there's a spider web. Spooky, spooky. Ooh, I spotted a caterpillar as well. Okay, see the baby tomato plants right there? So exciting. Wow, it really grew on its own so well, which again, another testament of why we plant native species, because it really makes your gardening work a lot less. Okay, we also have a monarch caterpillar, which it is not on the milkweed. Oh, it's crystallizing right now. Wow, how amazing. I can't believe we caught this caterpillar in the beginning stages of it making its chrysalis on a big leaf. How special. So we do have some milkweed in this bed as well that just transferred over with the wind, which is always so amazing to me. And we have some basil. I gotta make some pesto or something soon because we have a lot and it's starting to flower at the top. So gotta harvest some of that. And then our sweet potatoes, thank goodness for this, again, low maintenance crop, because I think it's actually doing okay still. There were definitely lots of days where it did not get water, and so I know the leaves were quite dry and they definitely look a little beat up, but we still have a lot of leaf growth. And again, it's pretty flexible plant, so I'm hoping that we have some sweet potatoes down there growing away. These, however, I'm not sure what these are. I don't know if these are weeds or part of the sweet potato, so I need to look into that. But these are all the sweet potato leaves, which some people use in smoothies or like will actually consume the leaves. So that's interesting. Maybe we'll pursue that someday, but for now we're just hoping we get some sweet potatoes this fall. And then over here, our hibiscus hasn't bloomed in quite some time. It might be thirsty, but it's growing really tall, which is interesting. I haven't really researched that, but just something we've noticed. We have our milkweed forest, which is still going pretty strong. It's definitely been eaten over by all the caterpillars. We spotted some this morning. I don't see any at the moment, but they're definitely fun to play I Spy with because you can typically find one or two. And then over here, this is what I'm bummed about. This was our straw flower, which we got quite a bit. I'll insert a little clip of the straw flowers that we did harvest, the blooms. But when we were away at the hospital, it just did not get enough water and completely died off. But we're gonna plant more today, so hopeful that we'll get some more beautiful straw flower blooms soon. The end of the season. Here's our super sad dried out window boxes. I don't think they were watered at all for about a month when we were in the hospital, so they are looking quite sad. However, I do see some peeking through, and I know these daisies, they will come back. I just need to prune them and water them. We need to water them every day, but at the garden center we found this beautiful collection that's perfect for the upcoming fall season. We have gorgeous marigolds in these beautiful hues of yellow and burgundy, and then these are so fun. I've never seen these before. They're called orange marmalade firecracker flowers. Not sure how long they'll bloom for, but I thought they were perfect. They remind me of little pumpkins, so I think that'll be a nice addition. Hopefully they'll continue to bloom for some time and they'll look so cute, because in the fall time I love to put pumpkins in the window boxes. I only did it last year for the first time, but absolutely we will be doing that again. Much better, and they should start to fill in a bit more, especially like once our daisies come back. And thankfully marigolds are pretty low maintenance, so I have full faith that they'll last us the full autumn season, if not indefinitely, especially once they get more water. Like I mentioned, we are striving for more of a low maintenance garden for this season and this season of life that we're in. So I didn't want to be too ambitious, but all I know, my main agenda is to grow sweet potatoes and a lot of sunflowers. I love the sweet potatoes, which we planted those. Actually, this is why you have a garden notebook, because I don't remember exactly when we planted them. I want to say late May or June. Okay, yes, we did it a little earlier this year, so late May. We planted the one sweet potato, so hopefully we'll be able to harvest them in October. We'll keep an eye on it, and that'll be an exciting time. But for sunflowers, I didn't order specifically any new seeds for this season because we have quite the stash already. I actually saved some of our seeds that we had from last season, so we have some sunburst sunflower seeds here that we saved. I have these little seed packets I ordered that are very handy. It's great too if you want to share seeds with friends, neighbors, etc. But then also I ordered a bunch of seeds for our baby shower thank you notes. Actually, I just included them in the envelope, and I'm thinking I kind of want to use them because we have so many different varieties. We have this mammoth gray striped sunflower, the teddy bear sunflower. These are favorites. They're so cute and fluffy. This is perfect for autumn. It's literally called an autumn beauty, so I feel like we have to plant these. And then this one's nice and moody, the chocolate cherry sunflower. And then we have a Titan sunflower, a lemon queen sunflower, and a Tayo sunflower. So I'm kind of thinking we should just go for it and plant a whole array, a whole variety of sunflowers, and that'll be our main objection, is to just have our own personal little sunflower field paradise for the upcoming season. That'll just be such a delight. And last year, our sunflowers that we planted, which I'll try to find like some pictures of last year's, the best part about them is how many bumblebees they attracted. It was just amazing, and the bumblebees let us go really up close to view them, so that was just a highlight of the season and definitely a big motivation for planting these again. Also, we cannot forget about the straw flower. I'm so excited about the straw flower, so I'm going to put a few seeds in that little bed that I made just on the side by the palm trees, and then I'll also include some with the sunflowers. I'm going to leave this part blank so we can print out some pictures. Look how nice the bougainvillea and jasmine looks. So manicured, yet still super lush. And that's a wrap on a very full garden day. It was so nice to just be back in the garden, spending so much time outside. Really so lovely, and I'm so excited to see these sunflowers start to germinate and sprout up. I am definitely not a meticulous seed planter. I don't space them super precisely, so I'll just monitor it throughout the next week, see which ones germinate, see if we have any sort of bald spots in the soil beds, and then I'll plop another seed, or if it's overcrowded in a space, I'll just plop one out. So that's how I go about it. I also like more of an organic look instead of just like super symmetrically spaced. So it's kind of a style preference, but also I just find it to be a lot more simpler. So that's how we go about it, but excited to update you as things progress. But thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see you next. Bye!